Welcome to this episode of Truly Rotten Potatoes. We are in the studio with the normal hosts, myself, Declan. I got Mitch here, say hi.
Hey, hello.
Hayden's here.
Yes, I am.
And most importantly, newest member of the Potato Crew, my man, Kay Ansah.
What's that?
Citizen Kay himself. Triple platinum in 3 countries. The highest selling Canberra artist of all time. And also runs the studio that we're in. So if it sounds good, you know who to go to. We're talking about a movie called 3 Strikes. Mitch, when did this movie come out?
2000.
The year 2000, the turn of the millennium. And what genre would you say this movie is?
I would say it is a screwball comedy film. Laugh a minute.
You don't have to go into the ratios of the
No,
laugh.
I'm just directly remembering the Wikipedia article on it. So.
Okay. So you did some research.
No, I mean, this was the one that I'd been excited for since we started the show. I was like, DJ Pooh, movie, hell yeah.
So who's DJ Pooh, for those playing at home?
For the uninitiated, this is written and directed by DJ Pooh. He produced for the likes of Ice Cube, Del the Funky Homo Sapien, Tupac Shakur, and I'm probably
LL
missing
Cool J,
LL Cool J,
Snoop Dogg,
and he was also the co-writer of the movie Friday. So
with Ice Cube.
With Ice Cube.
Let's not forget he also wrote and directed The Wash.
Yes,
and
with
the
Dr. Dre
which
and
I
Snoop
did
Dogg.
watch
Oh, you
when I
watched
was
that?
Far too young. Love was like.
It was Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg working at a car wash, right?
It was. Yeah.
What? Why have I never seen this?
I think it came out
This is a bad movie.
very soon after this
Right.
one, around the same time, maybe right after this one, right?
Yeah, all of DJ Pooh's movie have the same tone, and
Yeah.
it's great.
Yeah, it's like South Central LA. It's gangster. There's tons of hip hop, like West Coast hip hop.
It does feel a lot like Grand Theft Auto San Andreas because
He wrote that as
he
well.
did
Yeah.
write that as well.
No
Yeah.
way.
That's the crazy thing about this fucking movie.
Dude.
DJ Pooh, like
I've been
mad respect.
sleeping on this dude because I didn't realize it was who he was until I was looking at the credits for 3 Strikes, and I was like, co-writer of Friday.
Yeah.
I love the Fridays, so I
Yeah.
was just like, damn, okay.
Yeah.
And he is coming back for the
new Friday?
the new Friday called Last Friday.
Wait, there's another Friday coming
There's
out.
another Friday
another
coming
Friday.
out.
Bro.
Hot off the presses, man. I'm pretty excited as well. I don't know
Damn.
why.
What do you mean you don't know why?
Well, yeah, no, it's
Brings
it's
a
an
whole new
institution.
meaning to thank God it's Friday, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. TGIF.
That's what I sit down at home and I put on Friday and I go, oh, thank God it's Friday. And it might be a Monday. This is the thing.
There was some story, I think Jonah Hill told it after working with Ice Cube in 21 Jump Street. And he was like on a plane next to him, and Ice Cube's like watching some movie on the plane and like laughing out loud the whole time. And Jonah's like, "What are you watching?" He's like, "Friday." This shit's so funny, dude. Yeah.
That's so good.
So, Kojo, when did you see this film? About
I'd say 2 weeks ago.
okay.
Yeah.
And what? I mean, I don't want to get your like. We'll go into the movie, but what's your like first reaction? Like, I guess as it starts coming in, like.
Well, to give you context of my sense of humor, I think Hot Rod is the funniest movie on the planet.
It is.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Off the bat, the acting won me over
Yeah.
so quickly. And I was I'm really easy to please, especially if you get me in that first kind of like 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's all I needed. I was hooked in from then. Someone knocked on my door at a point, and I told them to leave. Because I didn't want to fuck up the whole thing that was happening right now.
See, I think the thing that immediately grabbed me is like the soundtrack starts off great and stays
G'd up by
consistently.
East Siders and Snoop Dogg, which was a trio, and one of the dudes, I think his name was Trey D, went to jail for like 12 years for attempted murder or something, like soon after that.
Dang.
But yeah, they had it was Snoop Dogg and Trey D and another guy, and they were in this trio called East Siders. And that's the opening song. And I feel like it's a movie like this, or almost any of the movies we've watched, the opening song, it sets the tone, and you can kind of tell if you like it or not
Dictates whether
straight
the
away.
movie's
Like
gonna be good
the
or
way
not.
the credits come up and the opening song, you can be like, I'll vibe with this or not.
Mike, it's the first movie in a while that hasn't started with breakbeat on this
Well, and
podcast.
so I switched off instantly when there wasn't a break beat.
Like, I could ride to this. No.
I can't rave to this. How does this movie open? It's
black and white Polaroids, and it's like
yeah,
let me
yes, that's
introduce
right.
you to my life kind of thing.
Yeah.
The main character's called Rob. He's what is he? I guess he's a guy in LA, but he's in prison. Or we don't know that, but he starts by saying like, I'm in the land of opportunity. I could have done anything. Basketball, baseball, football. But instead I'm here, and he's in prison, and he's like in his 20s.
The final photo, because it's like, family
it's showing all
photos in
these
black and white, like
Polaroids.
you're saying, and then the final photo is him. Like, it's his mugshot
Yeah.
when he's caught by the cops. And so...
I think he's even saying like, I want to get a 9-to-5 and settle down. I got a girl at home. I'm just also in prison right now. And then it cuts to him, and he's like, he's watching TV in prison.
It's established that he's going to get out of prison pretty
Yeah.
soon, but also there's this very stupid, like, he happens to be watching a news report, and I don't know, some guy in
So it's like an
the
old white
state
guy that's
government
like
is
a DA or
we're
something.
introducing a new rule across the whole of America where on your third strike you immediately get 25 years in prison, which is
Yeah.
insane. And then he
Yeah.
goes on to say, like, I don't care if it's because you're shoplifting, doing this, whatever. Third strike, 25 years.
Yeah.
And
Hence
then-
the title of the film, Three
Correct.
Strikes.
And it's
And I think it was a real law as well. I don't think
what?
that's...
I was
Yeah.
about- I was just about to say
Are
that
you
this was a
serious?
real thing.
Yeah.
That
Oh
went
my
on for a
gosh.
long while, and there was a bunch of people that were getting done for like marijuana usage
Yeah.
that had their 2 strikes already. So that's how they were getting a lot of
Like a
like
life
the
sentence.
African Americans.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I didn't know
a lot of the
that.
African Americans were repopulating the jails because of the 3 strike thing that came along.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it was a real thing, man.
That's terrible.
So I think that's what made it hella cool for me coming off it, knowing the history of it being it was a real thing. So it wasn't it was fictional, obviously.
Yeah.
Well, I mean-
but it was based in so much truth
yeah,
as well.
right.
But
And
it's
it
all,
just seems so ridiculous.
Right? But that, I almost
Wow.
guarantee Rob's life has happened to someone.
Yeah.
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 yeah. But
Uh,
I think this is the first time I've ever seen a screwball comedy about
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
That's-
and
that's-
probably why it wasn't received that well, because it's like,
Yeah.
well, this is happening to people. It's
But
like,
also, it seems so ridiculous, though. Like,
Yeah.
if you didn't know that was a real thing, you would hear it and be like, 3 strikes. Like, it doesn't matter what you're doing.
That's literally
Yeah.
what happened to me.
Yeah.
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 Like, that's...
well, I mean,
horrendous.
the opening is they're reporting on a guy going to jail for what? Slapping a piece of pizza? That's why he's going to jail? Yeah, you can't even slap a piece of pizza. I don't care if you're slapping a pizza or you got a gun. You're going to jail. And then, like, the TV starts talking to the guy, being like, I'm coming for you, Rob.
Yeah,
and he's
yeah.
like, whoa.
That happens a few times where Rob's watching TV and there's an old white guy on TV talking about the law, and then he like looks directly down the camera and he's like, and that's you, Rob. If you fuck up one more time, you're going to prison for life. So we know he's just got 2 strikes. He's coming out of prison. And if he gets caught for one more thing, he'll be going in for life. So that's like the whole kind of conflict of this movie.
Right. And I liked stuff like that. I liked the guy talking down the camera at him.
I like any of that stuff. Like,
Yeah.
any like, gag, I'm kind of like, all right, how far are they going to take it? And I was pretty happy with this movie for that.
So it's his last day in prison.
Yeah.
We're really smacked over the head as well 1,000 times that I've already had 2 strikes.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, okay.
Did they ever explain what the first strike was for?
I don't know. I don't
I
know why
remember.
he's...
They
No.
explained this the one beforehand.
They
Yeah.
do
He
later
He had
in
the
the
gun
film,
thrown
right?
in his lap
That's
by,
right.
I forgot his name.
E40?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever explained the first one.
No. Well, we'll jump ahead though. When E40, so I guess E40 and him are in a car and they're doing something nefarious, and Rob is set up by E40 by having a gun thrown in his lap, like you say. And what is the line E40 says? He says, that was very valuable for me to do that. Imagine like fucking someone over
Yeah.
that badly and saying,
Yeah.
yeah, but you got to understand, man,
Like,
that was
for
valuable for
really
me.
valuable.
Yeah.
Which is
Yeah.
true.
I love that. And he just seems to accept that as well.
Yeah. That is as Mitch kind of alluded to, like the tone of this movie is, it's about a racist policy and it's people's lives being destroyed over like fairly petty crimes, but it is played like completely for laughs in this movie.
Yeah, it's like, we
Yeah.
can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like literally a guy who is trying to avoid going to jail for a third time, who keeps getting in situations where it's not his fault, but other people are like kind of stitching him up and blaming him and getting him involved in things that he's trying to avoid. And he's like spends half the movie running from the cops, trying to like clear his name or just make sure that he's not involved in these crimes. And like this guy's life is going to be completely ruined by this. Like I'm totally on his side.
Yeah.
But it's not that funny to me. Like, especially in this day and age with like everything that's happening, you're like, I can't really find it funny that if he gets caught, his entire life is going to be in prison.
But I feel like that's what, for me, that's why it was funny, because for me, it's like Chappelle's skits. They're all just outrageous, but they're all based in such truth.
That's right.
So it's almost like they're so true. It makes it that more ridiculous when
it knows where it's coming from.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah. So I think for me, actually that's a big reason why I thought it was funny, because I was like, it's funny because it's true, kind of funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I mean, and to not to harp on this point of it seeming like San Andreas, but it does seem like a caricature of LA, and so I mean, especially like if you've played San Andreas, like it really beats you over the head with like how ridiculous that kind of like environment can be. So I don't know. I could kind of like relax myself into it for the most part. There are definitely some challenges in this movie. We'll get there. So
and it's very similar to The Wash in the theme. The Wash is about two guys living together in an apartment and they can't afford rent. One of them's dealing drugs and the other one has just been like fired from his job. And one goes straight and like tries to hold down a job at a car wash, but he's constantly being pulled back into the other side of things. And so it's that same thing of like you're rooting for this guy to like get out of a very hard situation that he keeps getting dragged back into by his circumstance. Okay. So it's very similar. DJ Pooh back at it again with another one.
So we can kind of go through the plot a little bit. Like it starts off with Rob getting out of prison. Right before he gets out, he like makes a call to his friend, who's a big guy called Tone, I think. Played by Faison Love, and he's like, yo, I'm about to get out, can you pick me up, kind of thing. He's like, yeah, I'll be there. He doesn't pick him up because he finds like a stripper walking on the side of the road, and he kind of starts hitting on her. And I'm pretty sure Tone has a pregnant girlfriend and a dog as well.
Yeah, they introduce.
And he's also told by Rob, don't go like fucking with like one of those hoes or whatever. Make sure you pick me up on time. And then exactly that happens.
Yeah. I'll be there.
Yeah.
And it's those kind of things where you're like, it's just really bad friendship, you know? Like pick up your friend from prison, like he's getting out, and you're like, yeah, I'll be there. You get distracted, you meet a stripper who just got fired or is something like that, and then he's like,
what was the place that she got fired from?
It was like the Chicken Dippers or something like that, wasn't it? The Chicken Strip.
The Chicken Strip.
Yeah, it's like a strip club.
Yeah. The Chicken Strip.
Yeah.
I liked that.
Yeah.
I like all the touches.
Yeah.
So he pulls
Yeah.
up alongside this woman and he's like, hey, what's going on? She's like, oh, I just got fired from my job at the Chicken Strip. And then he's basically like, yo, you want a lift? And she's kind of not interested, but then he just kind of offers again. And she's like, fine, I'll come with you.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
she's
this is one of those things again that was just like hard to watch. Is like, this guy's like honking at some woman walking down the street and like hollering out the window and stuff.
She's
and pulling
skimpy
over.
dressed as well.
And it's just, I mean, like, I know it's just a movie, but
It was the movie of its times, though.
that as well.
Was the thing that at that time that was very normal.
Yeah, and but also the fact that the way that's played for laughs as well is kind of like, it's funny. He won't leave.
Yeah,
that
it didn't
girl
age
alone.
well. Like, it doesn't age well now. Like
scary.
looking at it, but I find with movies like that. Personally, I have to remove myself from being in 2020.
Yeah,
of course.
Most of these movies have those moments in them. There'll be
homophobia.
I
just
find
Super-
that
I mean,
I
yeah,
find
this movie
it
has it
funny
all.
for its tone deafness. I like
it is.
it's. I don't know how you get away with saying this, but I find that shit funny because it's so fucking. It's like I know, jokes are predicated upon like taking an idea and making it absurd, and so there's this absurdity of like someone actually doing that, which is not funny in real life, but in a movie situation, I find it funny.
Well, I can't not laugh at those moments now because
They're so crazy.
like I know that it's gonna happen to me. Where I'm like, oh no, it's some shit that's not gonna age well, and as soon as it happens, I don't know if it's a real laugh or like a panic laugh, but I'm like, like a real like, oh, it's happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he sees this chick and he's like, he starts lying. He's kind of like, oh, where are you coming from? And she's like, the chicken strip. He's like, oh yeah, I know the guy who runs that place. I can get you your job back if you kind of come with me. And then she's like, fine, I'll come with you, but I'm not gonna stay, or I can't stay, or something like that. And then,
Well, you can't stay
He's
long.
going. He's going to her place.
yeah, he's going to her place. That's right. Yeah.
Funniest scene.
Oh,
Yeah.
He says to himself, he says to himself under his breath. So he drives past this woman on the side of the road and he says, she gon' definitely let me split that. He says that to himself. The confidence that comes with that.
Yeah.
God damn.
I mean, I did like
I
that
don't know.
character a lot.
It didn't seem realistic to me. I just didn't buy their relationship.
Yeah. And so he now preoccupied sends one of his friends to go and pick up Rob.
Calls up JJ, I think.
Okay.
And he's basically like, yo, you got to pick up Rob for me from the prison. I'm busy. And it's because he is engaging in, well, I guess she's kind of stripping for him and then also maybe giving him oral sex.
That's right.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, the hard cut to just like a woman like pussy popping in a guy's face, just like thrusting really hard.
Yeah.
Is that that's the scene, right?
That's the
Yeah,
scene.
it
I'm not
does.
crazy.
Yeah.
That happened.
That's the scene.
Yeah.
And he's just being like, "Yeah, man, pop that pussy." Like,
Yeah.
I've never seen that in a movie, especially just the framing of it. I was like,
Yeah.
man, I love this movie.
So JJ, would you say he goes and picks up Rob from the
From the prison.
prison? He hops in the car.
He's like hit this blunt. That's like one of the first things, and he's like, "Oh, I'm on parole. I got to go see my parole officer. I shouldn't, but he still does." And we get the idea that JJ's maybe not the most responsible guy. Maybe going to pull him into some behaviors he shouldn't be doing, especially knowing that he's on his third strike. So Rob's got to get to he wants to see his girlfriend, but he also has to see his parole officer first. So he's like calling his girlfriend, "Hey, I'll be there soon. I just got to go visit my parole officer." And then JJ gets him in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, and it's at this point that I realize what kind of a movie we're in for. Like, it's one of these, I don't know that you'd call it a road movie, but it's like oh, we're just gonna see his like the next couple of days playing
yes.
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Which is
it's
like
Dude,
Friday
Where's My
as well.
Car?
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
Yeah,
right.
A training day, a dude, where's my car?
Yes, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
I don't know why those are the two.
Like we start in the
Cars.
morning and we follow
Cars.
this guy for
Yeah.
a day. Yeah. Clerks.
And so we discover pretty quickly. Actually, that's pretty funny. We discover pretty quickly that JJ has actually stolen this car, and so the cops pull him over, and JJ starts freaking out, and he's got a gun on him, and Rob's like, "Why are you freaking out? Let's just pull over. It's fine. We got to play it by the book because I can't get another strike." And when he discovers that actually it's a stolen car and JJ has like hotwired it, there's like a bandana hanging over the ignition. And it falls off to reveal that he's like fucked with some wires or whatever. But like when it falls off, you hear this not like sound effect. It's like a pipe whistle kind of. I had to take it back to watch it because did that just happen? It's really weird. Adds this like slapstick like comedy to it.
Yeah, you could take those sound effects out and play it as like a fairly dramatic drama film. Yeah. So then the cops pull him over. And JJ's response is basically to pull out a gun and start shooting at the cops.
And also, this is a joke, like on the whole situation as well, like you guys were talking about before. Like the cops get out incredibly aggressive. The guy is shouting into the megaphone,
yeah,
like
he's shouting
"Get out of the car!"
megaphone,
Kind of, like playing on that idea that they're horrible.
Yeah.
And so then he starts like shooting out the window at the cops.
Yeah. They destroy the car. They're like shooting the car up. Rob's manages to like duck out and like run away into someone's backyard, and JJ gets shot in the butt, which is like always, I guess, the funniest place to get shot.
Yeah,
that or testicles.
And then Rob goes to like I don't know if it's is it called a quinceañera or like a sweet 16? So there's like it's like a Mexican backyard party.
Yes.
And he puts on like a big sombrero and like hangs out with these Latin families, and then it cuts to like nighttime and he's still there, but he's like in the party now, and he's like, all right guys, I really should go.
Several hours, he was just like completely, and there's people being like, "I love you, man, I love you." And
Yeah,
there's
that's
no
right.
context for it at all.
Yeah, he first comes in and like the kids are playing with the piñata, and one of them just smacks him in the nuts as well, and then he ends up having quite a nice time at this party. But of course he hasn't seen his girlfriend in ages, so when he goes back to her, she just slaps him in the face like upon entry. Basically, she's not happy. She thinks he's been cheating on her because he just got out of prison and he said he'd be a couple of hours. But they have an interesting relationship, don't they? The Rob and his girlfriend.
I think more so they really play on the jealous girlfriend thing. They're like, what's he doing when he's not with me type shit.
Yeah. Right. She also has like a granddad sleeping on the couch, and you get like one of these old guys that I think maybe Rob tries to kiss his girlfriend or something, and she's like, no, he's right there. And then Rob's like, he's so asleep he wouldn't even notice if I wiped my balls on his mouth. And then the old guy wakes up and licks his lips and says like, yes, I would, or something like that. Right. Yeah.
The point is, everyone laughs for hours afterwards.
Yeah.
So the rest of the movie is him. No, so
the cops are after him.
Yeah, the cops
they know that he was in the car,
and also there's like news reports, and this is where it also becomes insane. Is it like the whole of LA is for some reason following this story?
Yeah,
some dude ran away from a vehicle, and everyone's like, "Holy
well, they
shit!"
shot at cops. Yeah, that was the thing.
Right?
Yeah, a traffic stop, and they ended up shooting at the cops. So it's like big news. They're trying to find people who were shooting at the cops,
and then they're constantly like it's 24-hour news cycle.
The other thing was when he goes to his girlfriend, and she's like, where have you been? Slaps him and stuff. She's even like, I'm calling the cops on you right now. Like, not because of the shooting or anything, just because...
I think, okay, to be fair, I'm fairly sure, and I may be mistaken, he does say very quietly, he's like, I'm going to slap the shit. And she's like, I'm calling the cops. And he's like, baby, no, we need to be calming down.
But so she does actually dial the cops, and then he's like, it's okay. And she hangs the phone up and they reconcile. And then the cops call back, and he answers and does kind of like a Dave Chappelle white guy. Also a bit of a stoner voice, where he's just like, hey, man, no one's here.
I tried to call 411, man.
Yeah.
So sorry about that.
It was an accidental call, yeah.
Who is this actor?
That's the thing. Like, he was quite good, and I do not recognize him in any other like major like movies around that time. Like, he's a really good lead. Like, he seems like he could have carried like any other like slapstick of the 90s. But I guess
there were some people in this movie that like ended up being pretty big, like David Allen
Greer.
Greer.
Brian Hooks.
Yeah, who was he? Because I know the name, but who did he
I think
play?
he was on In Living Color. I think he was like a comedy actor in the 90s that was pretty big.
No, but in the movie.
In the movie, he was one of the cops. He was the black cop, the one that wasn't the guy from Breaking Bad.
Right.
Okay, so Brian Hooks, most notably known for being the pilot in Austin Powers: The Spy Who Shagged Me, being in a movie called Fool's Gold with Matthew McConaughey and Kate Hudson, and Three Strikes. All right, yeah. He's a working actor.
Okay, cool. Well, good. He deserved it. He was good in this movie.
Yeah, I thought he was like likable throughout.
Yes.
I mean, brief moments where I'm fairly sure he did threaten to like slap his girlfriend, but likable throughout. Very horny guy. Very horny dude.
I feel like they really play that for a lot of the characters.
Oh yeah, no, everyone was as horny as they could be at all times.
So he goes home to see his mum and sister. After he's seen his girlfriend, and on the news, there's the whole thing about the shootout and the fact that he escaped on TV.
There's dash cam footage and stuff, and so they show that on the TV. Can I say, so there are two reporters that we keep coming back to, much in a Crocodile Dundee fashion. We keep coming back to the same channel with the same news reporters reporting updates on the story. And one of them is like this old graying white dude who's like the main anchor, I guess. And then the other anchor is played by DJ Pooh. And his name is Trick Turner.
And he's always like
smoking a cigarette.
Yeah. I didn't realize that was DJ Pooh. So there's like an old white anchor, and it'll show DJ Pooh like lighting up a cigarette, and he'll be like, "Can you not?" And then it'll cut to the old guy.
And he's on the phone. He's like, sorry, we're running right now. I gotta go.
That's good. I like
and so there's also an old man in with his parents. Maybe it's like his mum's new boyfriend or something. And he's just like an old man that farts a lot.
Who is this guy? I thought it was his uncle.
I think it was the uncle.
Uncle.
Yeah. Uncle.
Just one of those extra family members.
It was just like
the gas problem.
Fucking, what's the Eddie Murphy movies?
Nutty Professor.
Yeah, it's just that.
Yeah.
Like, we need a character who farts, and it's disgusting.
Yeah, so it was like I recognize this fart sound effect. I'm like, man. limited fart sounds.
Yeah. That was confusing
Yeah.
to me. Because
Well,
then his dad rocked up. I thought it was his dad, and then his
Yeah.
dad arrives in the
Yeah.
scene. Like, well,
So I
two
thought,
dads?
yeah, but then he's sitting with this old guy. Let's say it's his uncle, and I'm pretty sure it was his uncle. And they're watching TV together, and they're watching like an aerobics fitness, females jumping up and down kind of thing. And they both just start playing with themselves. Yeah. And then he has like a fantasy where he is on the mountain that they're doing the aerobics, and he's like doing it with them and stuff. You remember this?
I do
Yeah,
remember this, yes.
he has like a.
Well, then it goes into the scariest sequence of the movie.
Yes,
where
because
it's just
cops
like
come in.
He wakes up to
Yeah.
just cops just blowing
yeah.
the shit out of his
Yeah.
house and like shooting him several times in the chest.
Yeah, it reminded me of that Chappelle sketch where the cops come in and they shoot the dog and they're like, sprinkle some crack on him, like
Yeah.
like they're just. Yeah, so he falls asleep with his hand down his pants next to his farting uncle with his hand down his pants watching aerobics, and wakes up in what's still a dream where he gets murdered by cops.
Uh-huh.
And again, you're like, this is funny, but also, I'm not finding it that funny.
Yeah.
Just in this day and age, it's like it's kind of hard to watch. Like,
Yeah, it's a little bit of like cognitive dissonance where
Yeah.
you're like, haha, and then you just start going, oh no.
And so then he wakes up again, because that's like a fake out. So this first he's dreaming about being with the aerobics instructors, and then he's dreaming about this break-in by the feds. And then he wakes up again, and it's actually because his dad has come home. And then his dad has a big go at him, and he's like, yo, straighten up your act, and why are the cops after you, and make sure you don't get locked up again.
Yeah.
And there's clearly tension between the father and son in that relationship. Eventually his dad gets the shits and kicks him out of the house, and he leaves. And then his dad is played by a famous comedian. Oh God, can't think of who it is. He also features in a bunch of Chappelle sketches. Anyway, we'll look it up. We'll find out. But he then turns, once his son is out of the house, he turns to his wife and he says, "I've got your favorite cologne on." And she goes, "And what's that?" He goes, "Hard on. Didn't know you could smell it, did you?" I was like, I don't understand the joke. is there a cologne that sounds like hard on?
It was really
or does
funny
cologne
because it cuts to him and the top of his shirt is still buttoned up, the rest of it's open. And he's talking about how you can smell his hard on. I mean, I don't know. Something about it, yeah.
It was funny. It did elicit a laugh, but I wasn't sure why I found it.
I didn't want to say it, but I can smell someone's in this room.
Can you?
now.
Okay.
That's me.
Yeah.
I was
That
looking
is
up
one stinky
who
hard
that
on,
actor
Mitch.
was. It's George Wallace.
Oh,
the
yes,
actor.
George Wallace, yeah. That's the dad, yeah. So then we cut to a police station. There's like a woman who's just talking to the police, and she's looking for a Ray, or maybe it's JJ, I don't even remember. And then one of the cops is Dean Norris, a.k.a. Hank Schrader from Breaking Bad.
It is Ray, because she's like, I'm looking for someone, like, first name, Ray.
Ray.
Last
Oh, yeah.
name, Ray.
Ray.
His name's Ray. Yeah, I'm looking for Ray. Dean Norris. Come
Yeah.
on, Hank.
Yeah. And then it's when David Alan Grier, who's the black cop, comes in and he's like, "Let me help you." And she's like, "Get your hands off me!" And it starts like a bit of, and does he pull a gun on her or something?
yeah.
Because
This
he
is
comes in
LAPD.
trying to defuse the situation. It's
Yeah.
pretty funny. He comes in, he's like, "Yo, let me handle this. I'll take care of this for you. You chilled out." Because Hank is like aggravating her.
Yeah.
And he's like, "How can I help?" And
Isaac Schrader.
yeah, and she like instantly like blows up at him. He pulls his fucking gun out.
And I think he arrests her as well. Like, I guess that shows that the LAPD, a hair trigger, and then they just lose it.
That was
Well,
pretty
you
funny.
get
Yeah.
when we get into the LAPD, it's like way more of the same. Like they get the sketch pad, like
Yes.
the sketch of
Yeah.
of Rob back, and they're like, "Look at this," and they put
They
it up
put it
against,
on the wall with like three other sketches.
three other different looking guys. Like they all look the same. Come on, we need to get a new sketch guy.
And the guy saying that is from
he's-
Seinfeld as well.
Yes.
He's like Mr. Lippman, I think.
I think he's one of the
one of Elaine's
Elaine's
bosses. Yeah. I think he's the one that fires George for having sex on the desk at work or like in the office, and he's the one who has to have that conversation where he's like, "You had sex with the cleaning lady," and he's like, "Was that wrong? should I not have done that?"
Great impression.
Yeah. So then the cops call Rob's parole officer because I guess they know that it's him at this point that's on the run, and the parole officer, and they say that he's a suspect. Yeah.
Is played by one of the guys from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Really?
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, deep cut there. But-
Jack Nicholson?
Not Jack Nicholson.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
Danny
yeah.
DeVito.
Thought I would have
Rob, you've broken parole. That's
not a bad
Jack
Nicholson.
That's bad Nicholson.
So then the guy who was JJ, who was in the car with Rob, who got shot in the butt, he's in hospital, and he's like, you know when you're shot in the butt, how you kind of like have to hang upwards?
When you're shot in the leg, you've got to have your leg in a brace up in the air. So
it's the same thing.
It's the same,
for the
except the
butt.
dude's suspended from like fucking
because you
wires
can't
with his
lie
arse in
on
the
it.
air.
Yeah, because it hurts so much.
Okay, we're coming
just
into
the idea that like, you know when you get shot in the butt and you have to
So yeah, this guy calls from a hospital to a friend, and for some reason the call is recorded, but he's basically talking the whole time about how he's going to set Rob up and like blame him for the whole thing, right? Like he calls a friend. He's like, yeah, don't worry, I'm going to just blame it all on Rob, and Rob will get his third strike and go to prison forever. And then there's also like some more 90s kind of homophobic comedy, which is just
A lot of it.
Yeah, there's a really big Shaquille O'Neal looking orderly who's like watching this guy's butt as it's suspended and just like licking his lips through the window and like hovering around in a predatory manner. And you know that the joke is that this guy, I don't know, likes the guy's butt.
I mean, that happens in a lot of
It
these
does have
movies
an
for
extra
us.
hole.
But what as our guest, what was the reaction when the movie started taking these turns where it's like you've got problematic?
The first instinct is obviously cringe.
Yeah.
And then once again, like I said, I then remind myself.
You embrace it, right?
Yeah, I
20
remind myself
years ago.
I have to remove myself from 2020 and realize at that time when they were writing it, they were probably thinking this is going to be the funniest.
Hell
thing.
yeah.
And so I had to embrace it.
Thank you.
Yeah, and to be fair, it's just another in a fairly long line of man is horny, that's funny jokes in this movie.
Yeah.
So it goes,
Yeah,
goes
very
every
serious.
direction.
Just very straightforward humor. Like,
There's a bit of like, oh no, how horrible it is. Well, you know what? Like,
Yeah.
Okay.
You know,
So it's horrible.
Yeah, we know it's horrible.
Don't worry.
JJ,
Yeah,
to
I know
JJ, it's horrible.
We know it's
Yeah.
wrong.
It's
know
the
wrong,
idea
but-
that like gay men are just always going to
Predate,
rape
yeah.
people. That's the thing.
Yeah,
that's
pretty
not
much.
funny.
And that's played for laughs at the beginning of the movie as well. Like
Yeah.
when he's in prison.
Oh yeah.
There's a lot of, but I think we weren't thinking about this
Don't
in
get me wrong,
2000.
I'm not
We
offended.
haven't even had 9/11 yet. We were young
That
and
changed everything in terms of homophobia, didn't it? 9/11.
they're like, once those
Do you
two
notice how
towers
there weren't
fell,
any
I was
gay
like-
people in the buildings when they fell?
No openly
They all
gay
got a
people.
phone call the day
Yeah.
before.
The rest of the episode's just truth as shit.
Yeah. Yeah, if 9/11 had happened, it could have changed
Yeah,
things.
You ever notice how you saw a lot more pride flags after 9/11?
Anyway, this scene ends.
Anyway.
Yeah, this scene ends with this orderly just making suggestive faces, and I believe like unzipping his zipper,
Yeah.
and you know that he's, I guess, going to rape this guy in hospital. I mean,
definitely.
yeah,
But it's
it
funny
hurts
rape.
to
Funny
say
rape,
it.
you
It
know,
hurts
funny
to
rape.
say it.
Funny
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's played for laughs.
Of course.
I just realized there was maybe the first time we get introduced to the big Tone character at the beginning. He's like leaving a corner store, and there's another guy he knows that he meets on the street, and they have a small conversation, and then Tone just like smashes a 40 bottle on his head for no
That's
reason.
right.
We totally brushed
Yeah,
past
it's
that.
like the first time we see him, but
He's like, wwhat's that over there? And he's like, what? Bam! Smashed him on the
yeah.
head.
And I don't know that it's established that strongly in the film. Like maybe they could have hit it home a little harder. But so Tony is now angry with
Yes.
fucking
Rob. He
And the
calls him up
reason-
at one point, and he's like, "You're in trouble for this shooting." Like he blames him for it for some reason.
That's what I took it to me. But I think actually all it was, and it comes to a head later, is it's the idea that he abandons
Yeah.
JJ, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Jay-
He left him in the,
Yeah.
like, cops are after him, and
Yeah.
Rob bailed instead
Exactly.
of
Yeah,
staying
yeah.
there and sticking it with him.
That's right. And so he's like, "Yo, you don't do that." That's
I find the loyalties in that kind of street culture to be quite confusing. It's like, it's okay for JJ to completely snitch on Rob and send him to prison forever for something he
right.
didn't do, but it's not okay for Rob to have left a car that's getting shot up when he had no reason
You have
to be
get
in there.
DJ Pooh on the podcast.
Yeah.
Why it works
Mr.
that
Pooh,
way.
please.
Yeah.
I'll email
What were
him
you
after.
thinking, man?
So Rob then follows this up, and this is the middle of the movie, and it does get a bit boring, to be honest. Like Rob, there's his girlfriend. He takes his girlfriend to an expensive hotel to make
I
it
wouldn't
up
say
to
it
her.
gets boring. It's meandering.
Yeah, it meanders
They're
a bit.
just,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, we got to go to a new place. We got to do some more stuff. And the hotel room has its own, I guess.
It's not
bottle
established
episode,
though.
yeah.
It's not established. I don't think Rob doesn't. It's never established that Rob has now got a plan to get himself out of this
Yes,
mess. He's sort of
that's
like,
it.
well, what am I going to do? Perpetually be running away from the police? He's not done anything wrong.
Yeah.
He's
Well,
on
I
his
mean,
last strike.
Just
How's he
before
going to get
that,
out of this?
we met up with E40, who what's
that's
E40's
true.
character name again?
I don't know.
I don't
I was
know.
just like,
He's
oh,
the
shit,
music
it's
producer
E40.
guy, right?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
he's the one who. It's his fault that Rob went to prison the second time.
He threw a gun
right?
in his lab.
Yeah. And so he gives
It was a
Rob
very
some
valuable
cash.
It was a
situation
valuable
for
thing
him.
for him
Yeah.
to have done.
But then, yeah,
him.
Rob meets him at a party or something, and he's like, have some cash. Like, he gives him some cash for taking that hit. And that's the money he uses to go to the
I
expensive
didn't understand
hotel.
that that's what he was giving him money for. I thought he was
Yeah,
just lending
yeah.
him money.
No, I was
So
to
it's
say,
like,
thanks for not snitching.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it is a tit for tat thing.
Yeah.
Like, you go to prison,
Which, like, fair
and you
enough.
get $250 or whatever. Yeah.
Like, he was really cool about it. He's like, yeah, I did fuck you over, but...
What's that in hourly wages? Like how many hours in prison for $500?
Yeah, he probably made more doing the work that they make you do in prison for like 4 cents an hour or whatever. But then, so he takes his girlfriend to this nice hotel. She has a bath without him. He just kind of gets drunk on the bed. And then at the same time, the cops who are looking for him, which is Hank Schrader and David Alan Grier, they go to his mum's house and they knock on the door and they have this conversation where like she just won't answer, or she says like no one's home or something, and then they're about to leave, and then David Alan Grier says something really defamatory on the way down, like and then she's like, "What did you just say?" And then he's like, "Oh, I just said, do you want us to talk to your son? We should try and figure this out." But I can't remember what he says. He insults him, or he says like, if you want
your son to end up,
Yeah.
I don't know what it was. A fantastic scene, and it is just one scene, is when Rob's on his way to the hotel. He gets a cab. He calls a cab. He gets in the back seat, lights up a blunt, and
The Rastafari driver.
Dude, so you can smoke in here? Immediately reggae plays.
reggae plays. He turns to him, and there's a big cheeky grin, but also DJ Pooh.
Oh, was
Oh,
it?
damn! He's on
Man.
double
He gets
duty.
all the good roles.
Damn.
Trick Turner and reggae.
Wow.
I just want to say that Rob's blunt in that scene was maybe an inch, 2 inches long.
Yeah, it was short.
But by the end of the cab ride,
It's longer?
the entire cab is billowing out,
We are
full of smoke.
assuming that the Rastafari taxi driver had his own
Right.
stash.
That's it. Okay.
This
I
is-
can-
It was holding.
I
my
thought about the
friend.
same thing.
follow that logic.
I honestly thought the same thing. And I was like, actually, if you hop in that taxi, you're going to assume that
that's
glove
true.
box has only one thing in it.
Yeah.
He's
I mean, he
got-
had reggae ready to play.
Exactly.
So you're like, all right, okay.
I love that you guys are like, you're losing
excuse
me.
me.
I don't know if that
I've
blunt
loved it.
has
It's
enough
real
smoke to
quickly
hotbox that
create
taxi.
that much smoke.
Yeah.
Everything else was really legit. So
Until then, that's where the movie lost me.
So he has some nice hotel sex with his girlfriend, Rob does, and then the next morning he calls his mum, but the call is being like recorded or traced by cops, and there's I think the
Like
mum,
a tracing scene.
yeah,
Yeah,
That's
like,
how they know he's at the hotel.
keep him on the call. Kind of.
yeah, one of those, and the mum mentions
too high tech for what they're doing.
Yeah.
Maybe
That's where they lost you.
again.
Right there. You're like, I can't.
They wouldn't go to this
Yeah.
much effort.
I wouldn't have thought so. I don't know.
the mum mentions a Dahlia character in the like Dahlia has some information that might prove that it wasn't you. And that kind of starts this plot line where there's the tape that we heard about before where JJ was in prison calling his friend and basically saying like, oh, I'm going to put it all on Rob. That tape was recorded.
Somehow their answering machine recorded that conversation. Is
Even
that a thing?
but they were on the
Well,
phone.
yeah, no,
That's what,
because what happened was it's in the movie's logic
you
because he waits until it goes to the thing, and then he
The message bank.
it goes to the message bank, and then he hears his voice, and then he picks it up and he says, "Hey, what's up, man?"
Oh, so
he hears that it's his friend.
So that's still rolling even after you answer.
Yeah.
That's
Just like
interesting.
Limp Bizkit.
Just rolling on.
Crazy.
Oh, okay. So
Beg your pardon?
the cops they go and visit JJ in prison, and they do that classic, like the most torturous move you can do to someone who's shot, which is just like touch the bullet wound to torture them.
When was this? Oh,
Yeah, in the movie.
Going back to
you know,
he is JJ, right?
I think so. Yeah.
So like now that we've said that there was a character called Ray,
Ray.
I think that was just
That was just that
like
scene.
that was
Yeah,
a nobody
okay.
character. Yeah.
it is JJ, but now I'm just like, was that Ray?
Yeah.
Sorry,
That's
Sorry,
what I
guys.
keep thinking as well. But yeah, at this point, the guy JJ basically completely lies to the cops, and he's like crying and saying like, Rob kidnapped me. He had 2 guns. He did it all. He was the one that shot it up and stuff. But they don't even believe him anyway because they know that he stole the car. So there, his story doesn't really hold any water. And I think at the end of the movie, he would end up in prison. This JJ character. That's my opinion. Legally, I think you can't shoot at cops.
Good. I'm so glad.
Yeah,
that
at
you
a certain point, we
analyze this at that level. Thank you.
If anyone's wondering what happens to JJ post credits,
Yeah.
I think he gets legally what's coming to him.
JJ pretty much suffers from the point like that he's introduced to the end of the movie, and you could cut out most of his scenes. Like you don't need to come back to this guy being like, "Oh, come on, man! It was Rob. He had guns." No, you don't need that. And he does not sound like that.
He's a dishonorable character as well.
To anyone listening, he does not sound like Jerry Seinfeld.
So I think Rob meets back up with his girlfriend. Maybe her name is Juanita. Does that sound right?
I think that does sound right.
Yeah.
That is.
And she finds.
I'm amazed I've remembered as many names as I have.
There's a lot of
Sorry,
characters in
but
this
just
movie.
any movie I don't remember names.
She finds in Rob's. She goes through Rob's pockets, maybe when he's in the shower or something, or like she goes through his stuff, and she finds the number to Dahlia, which is someone that Rob has to come and talk to because she might have evidence that he didn't do any of the stuff. She's played by Monique, another fairly famous comedian, actress. And while Rob is out, she calls and, she's like, "Who is this?" kind of thing. Like, "I found your number in my boyfriend's pocket." Rob comes in. They sort it out. He ends up going to visit Dahlia, and she's like, "I have these tapes that can help you, but I want a physical relationship with you."
Yeah.
And so there's more, I guess, seduction. There's more infidelity.
So,
Well, I mean, she says to him, I've had a crush on you ever since you were in high school," and she's like the mother of one of his friends. It's real gross.
Yes.
But it's Monique, so I'm like, hey, get it.
But this is these,
Get it.
These movies, they have like really deep philosophical conundrums. Like, would you cheat on your girlfriend to protect yourself from going to prison
would you smoke a blunt in the back of a taxi?
with a strange man?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
That is a good question, especially if I heard reggae start playing. I'd be like,
Let's start
I
to
guess
think,
I have
is
to
this
now.
a trap?
Yeah, I felt at this point I was like, this movie definitely isn't terrible. It has a 0%, obviously. That's why we're watching it. But it
must
just
not have
kind of
gotten that many
lacked.
critic reviews.
I liked
lacked
this movie.
It lacked rhythm to me. Like, it did feel like it didn't really know where it was going. Scenes didn't flow into each other. It was like things happening.
The Hangover. There you go. There's
Yeah.
another one. I haven't seen it, but that's sort of the same thing, right? It just
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah,
Dude,
it follows
where's
them
my
for
car?
like a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some would say this sort of blazed a trail for movies like The Hangover to become successful.
Okay.
Some.
Some? Can you
some
find
would
some?
say that.
Not myself. I would
okay.
never say that.
Yeah.
But
But you'd put it into someone else's mouth that doesn't
Absolutely,
exist
I
and claim
would.
they said it. There were a
With my
few
dying
really
breath.
like weird, silly moments, like Monique when she kind of seduces Rob, she uses like a funny like sexual feather for the seduction. But yeah, again,
Well, then she has the whole box of
Yeah.
like
It's got the
sex
sex
that's
box.
what I'm
goods.
talking about. Yeah,
She had the paddle, which one side had studs on it, which I can't.
you're about to say, which I'm interested in.
which I'm looking
I'm
forward
open
to.
to
using.
if anyone's out there.
And I think there was like like condoms that were rigged, because I think he was like, "Oh, sorry, I don't have a condom. I can't do this." Like, baby, I've got everything.
A sex chest.
Yeah.
She gets like anal beads out, which I think, any. Oh, and then I think the final thing was like a giant vibrator.
Yeah.
Which was like a plot point that I don't really understand.
Yeah,
like,
so he somehow he doesn't actually want to go through with any sexual act with her. He's faithful to his girlfriend / wife, I'm not sure, and he just wants to get the fucking tape and then get out of there so he can.
It is his wife, right?
What?
Oh, is it?
Because he's like, I'm a married man. No.
Oh yeah, no. So I
be-
think he's lying.
I think he's lying.
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure.
Right. Okay.
It doesn't really
Yeah.
matter.
It's like when Hayden says that. He's just lying.
My two imaginary kids. Yeah. Anyway, he
To
somehow
seem more
shoves
relatable on the
fucking-
podcast.
Could I be any more relatable? He puts the dildo in a pussy and turns it on and then like somehow tricks her into thinking he's still there and like walks away, right?
Yeah,
So then he can not actually participate in an act, so he's sort of out scot-free there, except that he did penetrate her with a dildo.
Some would say that's still crossing a line, a relationship line.
Again,
Not me.
I'm yet to meet someone that would be of that position. No. And then so she's like, she's in ecstasy.
Yes.
And he walks away and leaves the dildo in her, which I don't know. Look, I don't have a lot of experience with these things, but I don't know if that like stays in there or like whether someone needs to keep it in there.
I think that
Is
there
he
would have
jammed
had
it
to
up
have
against
been-
some kind of box, like a sex fucking box? The
If
chest
you're-
was there.
The
I
chest,
think you have
yes.
to put like a doorstep there. or
Yeah,
something,
it's just a
so it
door
doesn't pop
stopping
out, yeah.
mechanism. You just got or use the blankets to kind of like reinforce
Would
it
the
so it doesn't
blankets be
slip
strong
out.
enough? I don't think so.
If you bunch them up in a
Again,
specific way.
another question for Pooh.
DJ Pooh, where are you at?
Yeah. And so he sneaks out. He's got the tape. He's fucking on his way to. He's also E40's hooking him up with some lawyer as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's going to go meet with the lawyer with the
Lawyer.
tape and be like, "Yo, help me out. Get me out of this shit."
And at the same time, Tone and his boys are partying at a strip club. Could be the
It
chicken
was.
strip.
It was the
It
chicken
was in
strip.
fact the
'Cause
chicken
it was
strip.
that stripper. She got a dream of working at the chicken
Was
strip.
that her on stage again?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, it's good to
Oh,
see her
that's
doing
that.
things
Yeah,
again. That's
you know,
nice.
continuity.
Yeah.
DJ Pooh. Bringing it back.
And they hear that Rob is at Dahlia's. And as Hayden said before, they hate Rob now. They're after him.
Because he broke the bro code.
Yeah, he broke the code of escaping a car that was being shot.
Yes.
And not staying there and being killed
Classic
or in
code.
prison forever. So, yeah, that sets off a bit of a chase and a bit more of Rob having to hide. At one point, they kind of meet him in the street, and Rob's so sick of this because he keeps getting calls and being accused of doing all these things, and he punches Tone in the face, right? He actually steps up and
So how does that
smacks him.
confrontation end? So like it's
Well,
Tone
Tone
and
turns directly to the camera.
Yes, that was so good. I love
was
that.
great.
What did he say? He said, "Why'd he do that?" or something like this.
Yeah, I was like, now, why would he do that?
Yeah.
Like,
And he
like, it
looks
was
deadpan
really-
down the camera.
Why would
It
he
was
do
so
that?
good.
Yeah.
It was great.
the
'cause
only
then
time
it was
that's
like
happened.
Yeah.
8 dudes stomping him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Like,
that's right. They
immediately.
start
They
stomping.
stomp him.
And then the cops turn up
Yeah.
and they all
Then
run
the cops
away.
come and that
Yeah,
spreads
and he's
him.
like, I never thought I'd be so happy to see the police. And then immediately, like, the K9 gets out and he's like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
And then
So
just...
he has the tape. He manages to escape, but he's being. There's something about the gang stomp is just like such a tough way to go down, isn't it? Like you can't do anything.
Absolutely.
If it's a 1-on-1 or even a 1-on-3, you're like, I can maybe swing and hit someone. But if you're just on the ground and everyone's stomping
Broken
it, and the way
ribs,
they do it in that
broken jaws.
rhythm,
No.
like they
my
like
older
they're-
brother got
so
like
enjoyable to
stomped
them.
by like 8 people at the same time.
Oh, God.
And I was there, and I don't know, maybe it's because I was in high school and it was sort of like I don't know, maybe it's just less empathetic. I don't know, but I was like, wow,
Oh,
that's
really?
crazy.
Was he okay afterwards? That
No.
fucks you up like that.
He was he was a child. He was a teenager. Well, not like
And you
a
know
small
a few
child.
people
Yeah,
are
okay.
stomping on the head as well. Like it's
Yeah,
not all
real
getting
savage.
spread out along the back and the thighs. It's like people
mean,
are looking for that head.
To be fair, like it didn't look like Rob really got that badly stomped. Like it
Yeah, you
wasn't-
can see them
movie
pull him back
magic.
the stumps a
yeah,
little
it
bit.
wasn't like just
It wasn't like American History X.
No.
Mouth open on the curb. Type
no.
stomp.
Because that would have been
Thanks for going to the most
plagiarism, Declan.
extreme stomping option you could think of.
Actually, when
like,
did that movie
immediately.
come out? Maybe the director of that saw this and that's where he or she got the idea.
You know what? American History X may have come out in the same year.
Conspiracy.
This is not important.
Did
to
DJ Pooh write on that as well? He's recycling
I
ideas.
He did not.
highly doubt it.
Can I just guess that the director of that movie is called Tony Kay? Is that right? Of American
No,
History?
this was 1998. So I think
Pooh.
DJ Pooh saw American History X
And then
thought, I really don't want to go.
Yeah.
There's also a scene
But who
in...
directed American History X?
Tony K.
Fuck yes.
This guy, eh?
Wow.
Where did I pull that from?
I don't know.
I have no
It's a
idea.
pretty famous
amazing.
movie, man. Like,
Huh?
it's a pretty famous movie, and you
know the
like
director's
movies.
name?
No, I hate movies. I don't even. I don't know. I like The Matrix. I like Hackers, and I like the movies that we've watched here. That's about it. Oh, and The Wash, which incidentally also has a bite the curb scene in it. No, I'm just fucking with you.
Jesus fucking Christ.
He doesn't wash the cars
bite
fast
the edge
enough.
of this car wash. All right, so we're really right at the end. Rob's running away from the cops. They corner him. He comes out unarmed with his hands up. One cop randomly yells, "Hey, look, he's got a gun!" And they start shooting at him.
Funny.
Is it funny
Yes,
though?
it's funny.
Yeah, the way
It's
he
funny
does
because
it.
like,
Yeah,
it's playing on that whole
Yes.
once again. It's
Yeah.
just, it's so ridiculous
Well,
because
Because he like looks around and he's like, hey, he's got a gun! And everyone's
Yeah.
like, oh,
They all
bam,
just
bam,
start-
bam, bam.
They all just start
and that
firing.
whole like playing the LAPD is like just slimy,
Yeah,
like
exactly.
absolute fuckwits. They-
Yeah.
But somehow he manages to crawl out from this, like, all this shooting and pandemonium, and there's like a live newscaster and a helicopter following him now with the LAPD all after him. He hides behind some stuff to get away. The SWAT team comes up. He eventually gets arrested and ends up in court.
I will say that whole sequence is pretty cool, right? Like
chase?
they're driving
Helicopters.
through, and then like a helicopter comes over like a hill from like in the same shot. Like it was impressive.
Yeah.
there
The movie
was
didn't
no.
look bad in any way.
Yeah,
through
that's
the whole,
true.
right? It's just a...
There was a few points where I noticed that like I guess DJ Pooh didn't shoot any interior shots for any of the car scenes, so it does feel like.
Except for one very good interior shot inside a certain taxi.
So for one scene,
very dank shot.
But again, it did feel more like San Andreas because you're just hearing like E40 and Rob talking back and forth. Every time the cops are driving, it's just cop cars, and then you hear all of the cops collectively speaking at the same time.
Right.
So yeah, I don't know.
I didn't think...
It was both like really impressive and then like, oh, okay, well, like.
I didn't think the way that they tied the movie up, or the way they were aiming to tie the movie up, worked all that well. So you've got the live newscast bringing you like helicopter footage of the chase. You've got the police chasing him. You've got... There's another... Everyone's watching it on TV as well. Like all the other characters are watching it on TV. And he's trying to get outside a church to meet this lawyer who will somehow like save the day in front of the
There's a lawyer
church.
there, there's reporters
There's a report.
there.
Yeah, that's right. So they organised for the reporters to be there so he could almost plead his case live on TV to get off and explain himself. That happens.
Yeah.
And
As soon
then
as he gets
it
out of the
cuts
car.
to
It has a really
court
sloppy
case.
ending, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like, it just wraps up super quick, and it basically, he's in court, and they just say, like, all right, you get a 30-day sentence for violating parole, but it doesn't count as a third strike.
because this lawyer is a good lawyer.
Yeah,
Like,
he gets exonerated from the shooting and all that with the tape. And then it just puts a title card up that's like, due to prison overcrowding, he gets out early.
Yeah, and then the movies. It was really weird,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Done.
Yeah.
Quite jarring.
Well, yeah, because
Peace,
Like,
motherfucker.
did you guys
He
run
gets
out of
back
the
into
money or
prison.
something? And you're like, we got to wait to end this.
Wrap this shit up. We got like real late in the writing. He's like, I didn't fucking finish this shit.
Yeah. Like, they're editing it, and they're like, dude, they need it by tomorrow. We just, what can we do to wrap this up in the last 10 seconds?
I like to think that he had no time constraints, and he's like, when is the script?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just was like,
Yeah.
yeah.
When is a project
Or
ever
even better,
really
it was
done?
really meticulously thought through.
He was like,
Yeah.
just as you think something's going to happen to him, because he gets back into prison and everyone's like, oh, he's back. He was talking a lot of shit like 2 days ago. And then it's just like, and Rob lived happily ever after.
Off screen.
I don't know if they're trying to like make a point or something. Like really, the ending, the Hollywood ending is that he gets off, right? And it is
Right.
kind of weird that like now we get to see him back in prison for like 20 seconds and it's over. Why don't they just make it a Hollywood?
We did have like
off?
a realistically firm judge giving like a fairly empathetic sentence.
Yeah.
But I'm like, why? For like, in terms of this is a movie, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you just had like a crazy chase sequence, and then you're
Give it
like,
a happy ending. Then it close on the wedding. He eventually marries his girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, that's
It's over.
right.
Because
That
he wants
would be
to.
nice.
He mentions he wants to marry her.
Yeah. But
yeah,
do you,
give it
do
something.
you think it's
Or them
possible that they
repealing the
had
3 strikes law?
Yeah, that it gets repealed or something. That would make sense. Do you think they had like the actual ending was he just actually went to prison for life, and then someone was like, "We need a happy ending," and he's like, "Oh, I haven't shot any other scenes," and they're like, "Can you put a title card in that just says and he lives happily ever after, please?" Like, it was really jarring. It just happened so quickly.
I mean, it's almost like they're trying to make a point about this, which I've only just learned was a real thing. Like. We've got to send him to prison because that's realistic and that's how the system works back then, kind of thing. Like, but no, it doesn't really play like that.
What does that say about the theme of the film, which is, you know, at some level you could say it's a comment on the justice system and how it's unfair or unfairly weighted, but the fact that he gets kind of a fair sentence at the end, which is 30 days
And
for
so
violating
maybe-
parole,
yeah.
and then you're off.
And so maybe that's the balance, is that they had to give him something to show that it's not totally fair. But yeah, I don't know. I think that the movie.
Well, I mean, that sentence is juxtaposed with the uncle farting.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
that's
Like
right.
a lot.
That just seems so like. Look, once
Really
again, like I'm easy to please, but that was the one fart scene where I was originally like, that was kind of unnecessary. Like, why?
Yeah, we already had the fart bit.
Yeah, like we had that happen. Like, let it be, and move on.
Because you gotta have the mum be like, "What is wrong with you?"
That's nasty. Yeah, it's like, is that the pinnacle of how that scene could have ended? Like,
Yeah,
to
exactly.
even bring that back at all was a bit
Yes.
weird. I always have a
Sure.
real like soft spot for the actor who's like, "Hey, I'm in this movie," and they have to invite their family to the premiere, and they're like,
right.
"Who are you?" "Oh, I'm kind of the uncle to the main guy. I'm only in a few scenes, but I think I'll get some laughs and things." And yeah, he gets like almost no dialogue,
You get
and
to
he's
see him
he's
put
either
his hand down
farting
his
or
pants.
jerking off. And they're like, "Thanks, Dad, for inviting us to the premiere."
Yeah.
No,
So
just-
that's the movie.
yeah, I'm trying to think of like honorable mentions, any cameos. I mean,
I
there's a lot
like
of DJ
D40.
Pooh.
His performance wasn't great, but
Hey, I could
I
hear
don't
that it
think-
was
I-
E40.
has
I
he
was
acted in
"This is
anything
cool."
before?
I don't. He acted in the "I Don't Fuck With You" video with Big Sean and Kanye West. but,
Sick.
Did this movie have Snoop Dogg show up at all?
No.
Ah, damn.
no.
You want the wash.
Yeah,
He's all over that.
There's a bit of Snoop Dogg in that.
There
I gotta
wa-
watch The Wash.
You got to. It's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, The Watch was great. Actually,
It's very
I mean,
similar.
I
Yeah.
haven't seen it since I was like 10, but and I remember watching it and being like, I shouldn't be watching this.
There's a great scene where Dr. Dre and his girlfriend like go into like a closet at the wash, and they're like making out and stuff, and then Snoop Dogg's like listening in through the door, like grabbing his dick. So
Oh,
it's a bit of fun. It's like, what is this?
Wow.
I don't know.
Snoop Dogg's
I
got
don't
a
know.
varied film career. I think.
Well, me and my friends went through a big phase of watching like some of his the shittier.
Did you ever see the porn that
Endeavours.
he made?
No,
Yeah, he was a pornographer at one point.
was he now?
Wow.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I mean, I knew that, but I'm like, oh yeah, I could probably access that. That's probably strange.
He had a great movie. Or movie. It wasn't a movie. It was like a straight to DVD, like promotional video or something called Bossin' Up. And it was him playing the role of a pimp, and in between like going from here to there to like, I don't know, whatever a pimp does, be a pimp. It would be like really, really low budget video clips, like to promote the album cycle he was on or whatever.
Yeah.
So it'd be like a track of him driving in his car to go, you know, pick up one of his hoes, and then he's rapping in the car, and it's like green screen and weird graphics behind him, and then he has a short scene where he like spurts some incomprehensible nonsense about get in the car or get out on the track and make me some money, and then he goes back home, then he's got to go to the weed spot, so then there's another song of him rapping on his way to the weed. It's just so bad.
So what's he
So
doing
good.
now? He's doing ads for Menu Log.
That's
Hey,
right.
he's making bang.
That, I'm like that
This
deal.
is a smart man.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
And
but
Snoop D-O-double-G does not fuck around.
Yeah.
He has been relevant from the
I know.
day
I
he has come out.
That's right.
He's the most enduring.
And funnily enough, everything he
Hip-hop
does,
artist.
like, anyone else who did that would have
It's
been a
corny.
big sellout and
Yeah.
corny. But you seeing you're like, at first I was like, come on. And I'm like, actually,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he can do a song.
with you.
He can do a song with Katy Perry. He
Yeah.
can do a reggae album.
he did a song with a Canberra artist once.
Oh, really?
Who was that?
Big Dave, back in the
Oh,
day.
Dave.
Oh,
This
shit.
guy, Big Dave, paid like 10 grand or something to
Well,
get.
because he knows he's in with Corrupt and that crew somehow.
Yeah,
I don't know how
right.
it is.
I didn't know that. Yeah, but yeah, paid Snoop like 10 G's to
That's
rap
crazy.
some real shitty verse on his song.
The thing about so I heard Snoop Dogg on something recently, like something reputable, right? And it was good. And I said to my friends, like, "Whoa, it's so nice to hear Snoop Dogg trying because he can still rap." But
Yep.
you
He's
hear
very
him on
good.
fucking
I feel
California
like
Girls.
most of his shit is like, I'll just rock up and see
Oh,
what
yeah,
happens,
it's
like
bad,
whatever
man.
comes. I feel like that's what happened with the menu log thing.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
like-
if you've watched
yeah.
the whole, there's an extended like whole thing of it. Remember watching it being like, these words aren't even rhyming.
Yeah, 100%.
Doesn't need
He's
to.
on Gorillaz
Sounds like
tracks
Snoop.
from 10 years ago
Yeah,
that are like
yeah.
that, and you're just like, he's not. It's like the first word rhymes with the fourth word in the third bar, and you're like,
Yeah.
what are you doing?
Snoop Dogg,
he's just
Snoop
getting
Dogg
his
though.
paycheck,
But
right?
yeah, no one bats an eyelid. It's like, it's just Snoop.
Yeah.
Because you know he's going to come with the goods.
mean-
But do
eventually.
you think if Tupac was still around, it would be a similar thing where he's like doing
he
reality
would've
shows?
He's got too much
Yeah.
aggression, man.
Yeah.
He had his hands in.
I mean, he was doing movies for sure.
Yeah.
But he was like doing serious movies.
Can he act?
yeah.
He can
Yeah.
act, right?
Yeah.
we're talking
he
about
was-
Snoop or Tupac?
Tupac.
I mean, both.
We know Snoop
mean-
can't act, but we forgive him for that.
Yeah.
Well, Snoop. Okay, I just want to quickly mention one Snoop movie called Da Hip Hop Witch, which is a Blair Witch parody
Yeah, right.
starring
Oh,
multiple
man.
hip hop artists.
Nice.
It's got like Redman, Method Man, Eminem's in it.
Oh.
Like it's
Yeah.
That's another favorite movie of mine. How High?
Yeah.
How High? You seen How High?
No.
Oh, that's a classic.
I remember watching a horror movie with Snoop Dogg called Bones when I was
Yeah,
like
so we saw that one as
13
well.
or something. Yeah.
Oh, there's some bad shit out
And
there.
I remember the Up in Smoke tour, they would start with this like sketch kind of thing. It would be a short film of him and Dre like go into a supermarket and then like
Yes.
people would come in and rob it.
Yeah.
And they would like be in the aisles
was
of the
sick.
supermarket just like shooting these guys down.
And then they escape in a car. Oh, maybe
No,
don't
it
escape in a
ends
car.
with them like holding guns to the dude's head, like they've shot like all the people that were robbing the place, and they like look in the camera and they're like, "Should we smoke this
Yes,
fool?" And
yes.
then they would play it at the start of all the concerts on
Yeah,
Up
and then
in
they
Smoke
walk
tour.
out on
watched that.
stage.
Yeah.
Man,
Times.
Up in Smoke's sick. God.
all right. Now that
Memories.
we've established that Snoop Dogg is not in Three Strikes,
Snoop Dogg was not in this movie.
So who else wasn't in this movie that we can talk about for 10
I
minutes?
can say I just want to quickly mention that DJ Pooh made a real like effort to do like a few cool like video game shots, which not like that big shots, but like a cop is meant to be looking things up, and then he's playing like a video game where it's just like people fucking.
That was a weird video.
Yeah.
That was a
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that
He's
was
like,
so
"Oh,
weird.
I've been calling all night, and it's just
Yeah.
like more of like him going like just fucking in like
Yeah.
an 8-bit game. Or
Yeah.
Yeah, and so if anyone does know the name of that game,
We're looking for it.
Or a console that could still play it.
But there's a
Is it
few
on
other
Steam?
like video game shots, and there's a few other shots that are very San Andreas-y. And then there's, I think, the opening of Shaq is in. They're watching Shaq on TV in like one of the scenes. So I'm like, he's clearly trying to like put a lot of himself in there. And I gotta say, that's kind of what wins me over with Three Strikes.
Okay. I like. Well, you want to give it a rating?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
seeing
think
as
we
you're
should
on
probably
that
just
path.
jump in there. Oh man, why is the rating part so hard? I'm gonna give this a 5.5
Okay.
on the 5.7. Lock it in.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
5.7.
Sorry, the ratings. Okay,
The ratings
because
are hard.
it's not just a scale anymore of like good to bad, like 10 being like The Prestige.
The film, The Prestige.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
film The
Yeah.
Prestige,
And also movies that are just
not
of
the
high
sex
prestige.
movie.
I
But-
do love the Prestige.
I don't know if I love it. It's
Dude,
fine.
I've watched
I
it.
have seen some movies. All right.
Yeah, what are you
Yeah.
talking about,
I
man?
know what I'm talking about.
You're
You've
very
seen The
qualified.
Prestige.
You want to know? I've seen The Prestige 3 times, and every time I've seen it, I've watched it back to back with a movie that came out around the same time called The Illusionist, and they're both about
Right.
magicians.
Which one's the Nolan one?
That's The Prestige.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Yes,
I
that's
think
what
The
said.
Illusionist has Ed Norton in it,
Yeah,
maybe.
Ed Norton.
But
Never.
for some reason, I pair them together,
Yeah,
and the
right.
first time I saw them was back to back. So anytime I watch them again, I watch them back to back.
Okay.
The Prestige is a bit better, but they're both pretty good.
Okay.
So you're saying The Prestige is?
So what do you
have
give
this
the
really
Prestige?
annoying
Out of
thing.
10, what do you give the Prestige?
Because
Was Snoop
I
Dogg in
imagine
The
that there will be
Prestige?
a movie that I love so much on this list. You know what? I know I locked in 5.7, but I'm gonna. Actually no.
You know what
5.7.
locked in means, right?
Okay. Well, the thing is, I really did enjoy it, but then like there are those moments where it's like, gay rapist or like heavy misogyny, like heavy, but like enjoyable. Not.
Especially
I've
those
locked in
parts.
myself 5.7.
Enjoyable.
Mitch, what's going on? I don't want to put
You've
words
got-
in your mouth,
you know
mate.
what?
But
I'm going to stop digging my own grave.
5.7.
5.7.
Yeah. Okay. Hayden, what did you think? How would you? What are your final words on this bet?
I really liked this movie in the same way that I've really liked other movies, right? So I didn't fucking love this movie, but I really liked this movie. It had a nostalgic vibe for me because there was a period where I was watching a lot of movies of this ilk from that era with my friends.
Yeah.
And smoking a lot of weed and listening to a lot of hip hop, like West Coast hip hop. So there's this vibe that we had going on at that time that was like, let's watch and absorb everything of that sort of era and culture. And so I really, really, it made me feel nostalgic for that certain time. And the jokes were funny, like just these quick sort of silly, dumb, fast, stupid jokes that still make me giggle, you know? So there's a lot of that I liked in it. I thought the story itself was cool. I thought the message, I suppose, that it was trying to portray was, you know, one we've probably heard a million times before, but still done in an interesting enough way. There was heaps wrong with it. It's, you know, it's a shit 0% movie, right? What can I say? But I'm going to give it a 5 point. What did I give? Staying Alive?
I think it's a 6.
Okay, I'll give this a 5.3.
Oh.
It was a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's the first movie, I don't know, yeah, of this kind that we've watched, I think, right? This sort of...
I wanted to talk about that a little, like in the pantheon of all the films we've had to watch, which does bring our scale down because we're watching some of the worst movies.
Yeah.
This one at least had a different genre and flavor to any of the other ones we'd had to watch, so I found that quite refreshing. Like just in terms of style, music, the culture that was portrayed in the movie.
Style-wise, it's... No, yeah, go on.
Yeah, I just found that refreshing compared to watching some of the same... Like, we've watched some movies that are the same genre, and you're like, this is basically the same as a different movie we've watched.
Especially action films, right?
Yeah. Like late 90s, early 2000s action films blend together a bit. It's like, oh, there's a bioweapon. Oh, we're breaking bad guys' necks and
there are
punchy kickies. And yeah, there's breakbeat going on. But yeah, it was cool. It was like, well, kind of fresh to hear some East Siders and just hear some sweet beats and like, and see a culture that is not portrayed in any of the other movies we've seen. So I found that refreshing. It's definitely dated. It definitely wasn't even that entertaining or interesting to me, but it was still utterly watchable. We've had to watch some that you're like, I gotta watch this in 10-minute spurts because it's just painful, or you're like, when is this going to end? It was nice and short, this movie as well.
I liked the fashion as well. Sorry,
and
some of the fashion was sick.
As we said, it had a very nice
cutting. Yeah, E40 was dressed to the nines. It was sick.
They kept it short. They had a nice abrupt ending, but I think overall I'll give it a 5.1. What about you, sir?
So I haven't had to endure all the other movies that you've had to endure.
So you're just are you rating this just against all movies?
This is just being rated against just every movie that I've seen now.
Okay.
But after hearing all your reviews, I'm now having that play a part in my final thought.
We fucked up.
Yeah.
No, I think this is the right way to do it. Make the guests feel more comfortable to know what we're rating, right? Rather than just put them out there and say, I think it's a 10. It's like, well...
Like, I'll be straight. When we began this, I was going to give it a good 3.2.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
But...
On reflection,
the theme of what they were trying to get across, totally right. Like, I can vibe with that. Fashion was dope. I didn't think
Right?
of that.
Yeah.
Like the culture and the whole nostalgia about it, I hadn't thought about that. That was good for me. I guess I went in comparing it to Friday because I had that vibe about it.
Yeah.
So I think I was longing for
And it didn't get there, right?
Yeah, it was very far off that.
Yeah.
I was longing for that for a lot of it while I was watching it. Maybe for me, a movie that I would have in the background, like I might be playing some Candy Crush while it's going in like sections. Yeah, I mean overall, I'm gonna give it a flat 5.
Cool. Wow, okay. Interesting.
I'm gonna give it a flat 5. And only got that extra point because of, like I said, what you mentioned, the nostalgia and the style and the message and the theme. For me, yeah.
Do you think if we recorded this like the day after you watched it, your score would have been lower, and that having 2 weeks buffer has allowed you to see, maybe gloss over some of its faults and
Definitely
remember some of the things you liked about it?
Because
we find that quite a bit.
Yeah, I finished it and I was like, yeah, cool. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't like, there's movies you're watching, you're like, I couldn't remember any quotes from it.
Yes. Yeah.
I didn't go and like tell anyone about it when I finished watching it.
Yeah.
I was just like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
When that taxi scene happened, that's the first time in this entire like doing this horrible podcast that I've stopped the movie, taken it back, filmed it, and sent it to a bunch of my friends.
Yeah.
And just, this was funny.
But that's like the weed culture, though. That's like there's
it's
something
just-
behind that, is why.
It's not just the weed culture; it's also just how like non sequitur it was, or just like out of nowhere. It's like, oh yeah, Jamaican people, weed.
There are
funny.
a few good gags, like
yeah, it's got its moments.
Yeah, like
If you're gonna
Monique,
call them that.
Monique going, or Dahlia, whatever her character's name is like, I'm going to go slip into something more comfortable. And she closes the door, and then he's like, immediately, like,
Oh, yeah,
goes
this is good.
to the tape, and immediately she opens it up, and she's in lingerie, and she's like, what are you doing? Don't move! Get in here! Like that,
Starts dancing
No,
with
yeah,
it
no,
all.
yeah. He's doing the mime thing.
Yeah.
Or like,
Yeah, he's like,
remember
oh,
this?
this
That was a good line.
It was, yeah.
Because it's
Yeah,
just
but see,
such an absurd thing for him
in
to be
hindsight
doing.
now, like good.
Yeah.
At the time, I was like,
Yeah, no, true.
yeah.
I think it was like a line that made me think like someone thought about. Sorry, actually, what was good about it is the guy's a good actor, right? Physically, I think he did a good job of like doing the silly, like, oh look, he crammed it. He crammed it well.
Cool. All right. Well,
And Morgan, what do you rate it?
4.5.
all right. Well, that's it.
I think this podcast has gone better than all of the other podcasts.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
What
Mike?
could be the difference?
I don't know.
The quality of the studio.
Good guests, good
Good
people,
movie, apparently.
good movie.
Yeah.
apparently good movie. I'll be honest, I now kind of want to rewatch it.
Yeah, it's weird.
Don't
isn't
let.
it?
Let's see. This is how they
Yeah,
work
that's
on
the
you.
trap.
They all do this. You watch it and you finish it, and you're like, "That was bad." Then a few weeks pass. Maybe you talk about it with some friends. You talk about all the bits you liked, and you're like, "That wasn't so bad." And then you always like, there's this worm in your back of your head that's like, I should check it out again.
And so the thing with me is like the first movie we watched was Stayin' Alive, which is the sequel to
Saturday Night Fever.
John Travolta, silly movie about dancing and stuff like this. I really, really liked it. And so that's constantly been at the top of my list. It's had the highest rating. I've had to update the rating each time that I see a better movie because I have to move it above whatever I'm currently rating. I haven't gone back to rewatch it, but I think that was the first time What Just Happened to You happened to me. And
Right.
it stayed with me every episode, man.
That's his.
But I'm worried that if I go
benchmark
back and watch that
Yeah.
movie, I'll fucking hate it.
now. Yeah, you realize that it
Because
wasn't
I've
good.
idealized it so much in my mind.
I say, okay, if you do rewatch Three Strikes, maybe preface it with The Wash. So
yeah.
you can kind of get in
The
the
Wash-
DJ Pooh.
Clean your
The
palate
Wash
out.
is don't get me wrong. The Wash is terrible. Like if you didn't like this movie, you probably won't like The Wash. Except that it has Dre,
Snoop.
Eminem in a really bad
Yeah.
small part, and Snoop.
And that is
Like the-
literally
yeah.
enough for me.
That
all you
I
have
mean,
to
it
watch
is.
it
It
for.
is enough.
The cameos like that.
Exactly.
I think I was yeah. I don't know. I want to rewatch it because I went in with a different expectation. I think.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
So now that I know I'm not getting Friday, I'll appreciate it more.
I was going to ask that whether there were any other movies that this reminded you of. So did it remind you of Friday? I don't think I've seen more than 20 minutes of that, by the way.
No, it reminded me of Friday,
it was like,
yeah.
it felt like a budget Friday.
Yeah.
And then when I didn't see till today, that, Mr. Pooh, as I like to call him, was part of that. And I was like, did he need Ice Cube as well? Kind of pull that off?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It works in the same universe as Friday.
Yeah,
like
definitely
it's
works in the
about
same-
the same culture, same kind of suburbs. Like Ice Cube could just be right next to him, in the next house, kind of thing.
Friday could have been happening the week before if it was on a timeline thing. It's like, it could be happening parallel for you.
The only reason that it's not is we know that this movie takes place on a Monday and a Tuesday, so I don't know. We don't know that as a fact.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Nice one, guys.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Thanks
for
so much.
having us.
Thanks for being in the space too.
Oh, it's a beautiful space down here in Mitchell. Do you want to give it?
Yeah, do we want to do any plugs?
We're in a beautiful facility.
Do you want to give away your address?
Well, what is
just
the
at the end of
business
the
name?
episode, we like to dox, I guess.
There is no real business. This is just my office. This is where I come to create, and other people who enjoy to create come here as well.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not necessarily meant to be like a studio for me to advertise.
Okay.
I don't actually advertise it at all. It's just people come in.
Nice.
It's all word of mouth.
100% word of mouth. Also, advertising is a lot of effort.
Yeah.
Well, these are some free mouth words.
Yeah.
Love it.
Get your mouths down
My favorite
here.
types of words.
Cool. Why are you looking at me to close this
no,
up? What do I need to do to finish this?
Yeah.
Podcast is over. There.
Yeah.
Is that what you want? You've been fucking running the podcast the whole episode, and now you look at me like